What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. I hope that all of you are having an amazing day. It's beautiful weather. It's, part of the Indian summer where it's actually a little bit warmer than it's been for the past few days. But I wanted to bring you this update story on Kathryn Dennis, who was best known for being an OG star of the Bravo reality series Southern Charm. So it featured like a group of really, affluent people who lived in Charleston, South Carolina. Well, Dennis, she was a staple on the earlier series. The star was fired after season 6 for failing to show up for filming as scheduled and for allegedly being difficult to work with and being rude to the crew. Kathryn has two children with former partner Thomas Ravenel, who was also on the show, and he is a former South Carolina state treasurer. In June of 2007, Thomas Ravenel was indicted on federal cocoa charges, a little booger sugar, distribution charges. Dennis currently, she does not have custody of her two kids because she herself had tested positive for 3 illegal substances as well. So, unfortunately, the kids are with her father and or their father, and hopefully he's in recovery. Let's just be hopeful. But it is being reported now by local authorities that Kathryn Dennis has been named in a hit and run that resulted in the injuries of a deputy. It says the South Carolina Highway Patrol says a school resource officer was injured after being struck while directing traffic Friday morning. A 2022 Ford utility vehicle was traveling south on Gallant Road when the driver struck the resource officer in front of Whitesville Elementary School around 7:30 a.m., Trooper Nick Pye said. The school resource officer, whose name has not yet been released, she was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, Pye said. The driver of the suspect vehicle did not stop at the scene of the crash, but was later located at the registered owner's address. Wow, so they tracked her down back to her house. Authorities say the registered owner of the vehicle is Kathryn Dennis of Monarch's Corner. It is unclear if Dennis was driving the vehicle at the time or if anyone is facing any charges. Officials haven't confirmed if the suspect is the same person who stars in the reality show Southern Charm. So we hope for the best for Kathryn and the deputy involved. So I wanted to bring that story to you guys because, like I said, it was, a big issue. And I remember watching earlier seasons and I've stopped watching, but her, relationship with Thomas was really contentious, right? They were going back and forth in regards to custody of the two kids and the fact that, he had prior charges distributing the coca didn't really make him the best, I guess, parent for the kids. However, and they both come from old money. I think his money is just longer, and he used to be in the state senate. So that's a huge power position. And so he ended up with custody of the two kids. And he's recently made a statement that she hasn't seen the kids for several weeks, I believe for the past 11 weeks. So I don't know, whatever is going on with Kathryn, I hope that she's okay. But more importantly than her, I hope that the person who, was allegedly in this hit and run accident at 7:30 in the morning near an elementary school where they were just doing their job, they were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. But I hope that they are okay because that is scary, right? For a car to hit you at 7:30 in the morning, and then she fled the scene. It reminds me similar of Shannon Bedore, where Shannon on September 16th she hit someone's house in the front of their house, and then proceeded to park the car and act like she was walking her dog. And again, I'm not laughing at the situation. I'm just laughing at like, wow. But she wasn't thinking straight. She wasn't thinking clearly either. Shannon has, she's owned it and she's, checked herself into rehab, outpatient rehab. I'm not sure exactly what Kathryn Dennis is going to do because, again, she's had a long history and struggle with substance abuse. And so, as a result, she was fired from the show. She lost custody of her kids. So I really hope that she can, find some help because it doesn't seem like she's doing well. And it's unfortunate, right? Driving that early in the morning and, being so blitzed out of your mind that you hit a deputy officer just doing their job at 7:30 in the morning. And with kids, it was near an elementary school. So the article doesn't say if she had the kids with her. I don't believe so. I think that they're still with their dad. Like I said, I hope that he is okay and he's not, um, you know, regressed backwards in regards to illegal substances as well. Because, like the coca and all that stuff is really highly volatile, dangerous. Yeah, it's a lot. But I haven't seen them on the show. I know Southern Charm, they're coming out with a new season, and I don't think that even Thomas has been on the show for a while. I'm not sure how many seasons they've had. I do know that the article said that she was fired after season 6 for being rude to the staff, which is unfortunate because to get fired from a Bravo show, she must have been really rude because I don't know any of the housewives have a reputation of necessarily being kind, right, to their staff. We know that Brandy Glanville and Phaedra Parks are in the midst of their own issues regarding how they treated the butler. And you guys can go check out that video as well. I made a separate video because he is suing Bravo TV, saying that the network basically condones a lot of mistreatment and behavior that is not becoming of, ladies, right? And so he said that he has suffered in regards to working with them and working for Bravo. So he's suing the network. But that's what I mean. Like for her to get fired, I mean, Phaedra, you know, allegedly, we saw in season 9, lied on Candy and tried to defame her and still has, found herself on Married to Medicine and Ultimate Girls Trip. And, she's been brought back to work on different shows. So I'm wondering, what was Kathryn doing that was so egregious that she got let go from the Southern Charm show? I don't know. It boggles my mind because she would have had to do a lot. But anyway, you guys, I want to hear from you. What are your thoughts in regards to Kathryn Dennis allegedly, being involved in a hit and run where they had to track her down at her home, right, and find the car that was registered to her name? Please be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will talk with you later. Take care, Aces. Bye.